Greetings everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Captain Rye. Today's YouTube video features me playing a warship that none of you have ever seen me play. My usual go-to response when asked why I never play this ship is simply, well, I play the Gearing when I have the Fletcher. The Fletcher is a pretty damn good ship. In fact, my personal opinion, Fletcher is the best destroyer in the game. But I finally gave in. I checked my reserves and, as it just so happens, I had a commander with at least 6 points all ready to go. Untrained and completely stock. So I could mold and shape him the way I wanted. It just so happens that commander has to be Steven Seagal. So here I am with Steven Seagal as a destroyer captain on the USS Gearing. And this was the very first battle I played in this ship. Now, I did spend some elite captain XP and got him up to tier 10 because playing any destroyer without that concealment expert would be kind of a bit of a suicidal endeavor. At low tiers, it doesn't matter so much, but at high tiers, top tier especially, yeah, definitely gotta have that concealment expert. I also opted to spec this destroyer for torpedo reload only. So you'll notice I've got the 2 rings on my minimap. Well, one of those rings is 16.5 kilometers, and those are my torpedoes. The other one is 11 kilometer, and that's my gun range. My torpedoes go well farther than my guns. Domination match mode, I go to the sea cap point, and an enemy Oodaloi has popped up here. And I'm going to start unloading into him. The gun dispersion on this, not quite as good as the Z52. A little disappointed by that. But the rate of fire, just as good. And the Oodaloi decided he didn't want to engage Gearing, probably because, well, as you can see back behind me, on the minimap there, lots of friendly enemy ships on the way. My team is already off to an excellent start, as we're capping A and B, and I'm contesting C, where the majority of the enemy team is starting to show up. My torpedoes are out there, and it looks like I might get lucky and hit one on the Yamato, and I do manage to do that, but of course hits his torpedo protection, so no flooding there. However, I do know that Oodaloi is still sitting in that smoke screen. Now, what's interesting is, as you can see, my torpedo reload, because I have the torpedo reload expert skill and the module, is actually really fast. It's only about 10 seconds longer than my Fletcher, and I have my Fletcher set up as more of a general build rather than just a pure torpedo reload. Unlike the Fletcher, the Gearing has those 16-kilometer torpedoes, so I can actually fire off torpedoes, much like my Shimakaze, and then just let them continue to go. My team has managed to lose 1 ship, and that's going to be kind of important because I feel like if they hadn't managed to sink that 1 ship, they would have lost this match a lot sooner. Now I fire off a set of torpedoes into that smoke screen where I expect that Yamato to be heading, and I fire off a second set here at this Montana, because he's kind of heading that direction. Of course, he starts turning and changing his speed. The Montana is the only thing spotted, as the Yamato is well inside that smokescreen, but I managed to hit the Yamato anyway, right on the bow, set him on fire. No, I start flooding, managed to kill the Yamato, kill the Oodaloi with a torpedo, and secure a double strike. Wow. That was incredibly lucky. The Yamato gets clipped in the bow by 1, starts flooding, finish him off with flooding and guns, and have my torpedoes continue on and nail that Oodaloi. That just worked out perfectly. Well, there's 2 kills for me, and so far, because I've managed to set the Montana on fire, he's actually burning as well. So I'm just racking up the damage. And at this point, the enemy team has finally started to capture and successfully capture the B cap point, but they've lost 5 ships to my team's 1 ship, and they don't have any points yet. So right now, if they lose 1 more ship or fail to kill one of ours, they're actually going to lose this matchup. Enemy torpedoes coming in there. I'm kind of expecting them to be wide, and this is when I make a little bit of a mistake here. I should have continued forward and tried to just turn in or away from them there, but I hit reverse, misjudged that. The gearing is not like my Fletcher, and a Fletcher, I probably could have just barely made that. As a result, I get hit, but that's okay. Even without survivability expert on this ship, doesn't matter, I managed to survive. The enemy has managed to take out another ship. They do have a cap point, but they lose another ship, and now they're dangerously low on points again. My team is finally capturing the C cap point, and I get torpedoes off the smoke screen. I know my torpedoes can hit. Doesn't matter though. Enemy team loses another ship, and they hit 0 points, so they lose. That's right, this matchup only lasted 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Still though, for 5 minutes and 40 seconds, I managed to do 73,000 damage and got a double strike on a Yamato and an Udaloi. Overall, not a bad matchup. Little disappointed I didn't get the XP and the credits for capping the C cap point, but doesn't matter anyway. Third from the top on the team, doesn't surprise me there. Again, first time out in this destroyer, and the match was such a short duration. Anyway, that's it for this week's bonus video. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. If you'd like to get semi-regular channel news and updates, you can do so by liking and following me on Facebook. If you'd like to help support me and my channel, as well as get a huge shout out and get access to my game replays early, you can do so by becoming a supporter on my Patreon. Any support level gets you access to all of those things. If you've got a replay like this one that you'd like to see featured on my channel, you can do so by sending it to my email. And if you'd like to watch me play World of Warships live on Sundays, for now, you can do so by following my Twitch channel. As always, you can find the links for all of those in the video description down below. And I'll see you next time. This is Captain Rye, signing off.